Well, greetings, dear ones. We're very pleased to have this time to speak with you today, as always. And today our writer has a question sent in by a friend, and this is a very relevant question for these times, because you're becoming increasingly empathic, which may feel to be a very strange situation, because you might be feeling, well, shouldn't I be releasing more of what I see around me, the pain of the world and the sadness and the struggle of human beings, particularly those near me? Shouldn't I be calmer? And yet, because the light body is a point of activation, and because your third eye is opening and your heart space is opening, you're actually feeling a bit more, which can be a bit difficult some days. It really can. So Lord Sananda has come forward wanting to address this issue, and we happily bow to him and allow him to come forward now, so that this interesting question can be answered. Particularly, this dear one was asking, how do I deal with an issue where a loved one is suffering, particularly when they're in physical pain? This is very difficult. And how do I assist without interfering? Maybe they haven't asked for help, or perhaps they just don't think of wanting that kind of help, and they might resent any hand that is offered them. So, all right, dear ones, ask Lord Sananda to step forward. Greetings. Greetings, great light bringers and star seeds of all nations, of all origins, of all species. We bless and thank you for your presence here. And we are aware, very aware, that what this beautiful seeker has asked about is a huge issue. Many of you see loved ones involved in perhaps daily habits that are not positive for them, whether it's drug or drink, or not eating healthfully, or living somewhere that is not good for them because of the toxicity of that city or that area. And others still simply see that their loved ones are angry, bitter, and going without the beautiful input of their spirit team, who may be calling to them and wanting to offer a lot of beautiful wisdom, and yet this is not heard or felt. Their loved one is blocking it out. Very difficult moment. So we would just ask that in those moments you turn to your higher self and you say, is this something that I should comment on? Is this something that I can bring up? And they may say to you, and this happened to our writer recently, they may say to you, yes, go ahead and present what you know of this information and this situation, but don't expect or need this person to change so that you feel better. It's still their path, and have great respect for it. Now, one could say this for the world in general. One could say that it is a time in which you have to simply send light, hold any situation that troubles you in this beautiful healing light. And there are different rays, different presences, and different archangels and ascended masters that deal with various issues, and certainly you can call upon them and put them in a beautiful ray of light and know that that is flowing through them, and yet the path is still there and the choices are still theirs. Absolutely. So we're going to bring in as much light as we can now into any situation that you are stressed about, perhaps for yourself and perhaps for your loved one, or several loved ones. Could be an animal or a human, could be a group of people, could be the environment. Just think of it, hold it in your hands. And we're working with that energetically to raise the vibration, to raise the awareness, the consciousness in that issue, and to move it into levels of such awareness that new ideas, new solutions, new wisdom occurs to these dear ones. This, we would say, is more an intervention rather than an interference. We also seek not to interfere. All of us in the Ashtar Command, in the collective, we seek not to interfere. We seek not to harm by trying to manipulate events so that someone's outer path is alleviated in some way that would make us feel better and yet do them a complete disservice. They've come in for these challenges. They've come in for these questions. And it really isn't our job, one might say, to take that from them. And do we do so? No, of course not. We are not pulling you out of the third dimension, all of you upon the earth now in physical bodies. You're doing it. You're anchoring the light into the planet. And the planet is herself a beautiful sentient being who is taking in all of this powerful light flowing from your sun soul, which comes, of course, from the great central sun. And this beautiful gold dust that is everywhere in the world now, everywhere within your being, this is superseding all of the old training, all of the old programming, mental or genetic or emotional or what have you, auric, what have you. It's superseding all the old rules, all the old restrictions, and it's bringing forth the light of your own soul. So there's more of your soul power within you, and this is one reason why your empathic self is so aware and so alive now. And it's understandable that that would be difficult at times, very difficult. You wanted to stop. You want to stop weeping for the state of the world or your loved ones. You want to stop feeling alone. You want to stop this feeling that they're left behind somehow and they're struggling and you can't do anything about it. And so you feel their pain. Yes, you do. And you ask for that ability, and humanity has that very unique ability. And it's a beautiful one. As you're watching this water flowing by, dear ones, just be aware, be fully aware that every particle of that water follows a particular path and has a particular purpose. And if we were to go in and change it, it would change everything. It would change a stream, it would change the banks, it would change the trees who are absorbing the water. And do we have the right to do that, any of us in the collective or anyone, anywhere in the universe? You've already been interfered with. You don't need more interference. And so there is, because you're in a physical body, there are these impulses that you want to act outwardly to save someone or to assist someone. And you can try, you can do what you can. But as we say, check in with your higher self first. And many use muscle testing. Many will feel a bit of a nudge. They might ask their body, show me what a yes is. This is a beautiful webinar a writer was in. This is a lovely idea that she was taught and others were taught. Ask your body, what is a yes? All right, go ahead and ask it right now and let it show you. It might show you with an inner feeling. It might show you with emotion. That motion might be leaning forward slightly or nodding slightly or feeling lighter, feeling more expanded. And now ask, all right, my body, what's a no? What does a no feel like? Now, has your breath changed? Did the muscles tighten up a bit? Are you feeling less expansive and more constricted? That would be a no. So when you ask questions of your higher self, listen to what the body is saying, because it is beautifully keyed in to what your higher self is offering in the way of wonderful wisdom. Now, we do bring to you now a special light to assist you in these days, which are quite trying. And we do bring to you an awareness of your mastery, if you will accept that now. And even if you don't get images in your mind of being on a ship, of being in the etheric, of being able to produce outer results, to manifest with projected thought, that's all right. If you don't have images of that, we're bringing forth the feeling of it for you right now. Just open to receive. Your God or Goddess self is awakening. Your divine aspect is here, asking to be birthed fully through you. Just say yes. I give thanks. Wonderful, dear ones. And so we send many blessings and much love, and please know that you and your loved ones are always looked after and that all is well. Namaste.